You're on mute for noise.
He's eating. Damn.
Thank you. Welcome to another episode of African Talk Football TV. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, man.
I'm doing really
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Coming off the Thanksgiving weekend. I hope everyone did have a blessed Thanksgiving. Hope you were able to spend it with family and friends. I was here in Cleveland. I was able to spend it with my brother Gabriel, as you know, on the pod. Just simple. How was yours, Salam? How was yours, Mike?
It was good,
we
man. Go ahead, Mike.
we just went to Sierra's families. Pretty much just had dinner over there. That was pretty much it. Oh, and then we shot some guns the next
Okay.
day. Yeah,
They have like land in the backyard, or you guys went
yeah.
to a
So
range?
they have those clay pigeons. They pull it, and then it goes in the air, and then you have to hit it.
Okay, I've done that a few
That sounds
times.
smooth,
It's
actually.
fun.
I've never
It's
done
fun.
that.
I hit only two.
Hey, Mike.
Out of
just
like-
like
Yeah, but,
Just like,
but his brother and dad are really good. Yeah,
just like Jackson.
it's missing the target, you know.
Here we go.
Thanksgiving was good though, man. Here at the house. First one with the kiddo, so it was good. Good, man. Good games over the weekend.
Mhm.
Ohio
Yeah.
State lost.
Yeah, that's.
I was gonna say that it was a tough loss, and it was actually like I said this. I was watching it in Columbus actually. A few friends from Cleveland, a few Ohio State alumni actually went down with Saturday morning. We woke up and made the drive before the game, and I said for me, Ryan Day losing 2 in a row to Michigan was a fireable offense. Like this was his job. And the game, as much as I'd hate to say it, was an instant classic. Michigan with the 3rd win in a row, so it's a rivalry again. We can't say it's a fluke as Ohio State fans. Like it's a for sure rivalry now. And it was a good game from top to bottom. Ohio State had the chance at the very end to go down and drive down the field to potentially tie it. So, you know what I mean? It had everything you could ask for. It's just our team didn't win. That's how I felt about it. But yeah. But other than that, some great football this weekend. A lot of good games, a lot of wins, a lot of losses. Some big results here this weekend. I guess we should just start and get it cracking with probably the biggest game of the weekend, or not Arsenal, but Man City versus Liverpool. That game was actually on in the car as I was driving down to Columbus. It was the 7:30 early game, so I was able to actually watch a lot of it. Great game. I was going down with my buddy Kalen, and he's a big Liverpool fan. And the whole match, shout out to Kalen because he did believe the whole match. He was saying, "Yo, City is playing better than us, but we are also playing good. Like I still feel like we have a chance. Specifically in the second half." He said, "Yo, City they're playing well, but we're playing well too. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets a goal." And Trent with a big wonder goal to get that draw. That's a striker's finish. You take it to tap to the outside and then you snap it across the goal, side netting. Very, very hard for the keeper to react. And I don't know, man, that's a big statement for them to have been playing already well this year, but you have to show up in the big games for me. And I believe that Liverpool showed up. They played well, and I believe they deserve the result. What about you, Lois?
Yeah, I mean, I think like you said, or like Kalen said, I would have to agree with him. I think that City, for large parts of the game, looked like the better team. But especially in the second half, I think I've seen from Liverpool in that second half something that I haven't seen in a while. Definitely not in the past few seasons with them. But I think that these guys are back, man. These Liverpool guys. I think that when I'm looking at the landscape of the Premier League, I think there's 3 clear teams, and I think Arsenal's up there, City's up there, and I think Liverpool can firmly say they're one of the better teams in the league so far. they're competing with some of the best teams. They're up there in the prem, and yeah, hats off to Alexander Arnold too. First first goal wearing the Adidas Predators, new Adidas guys. So shameless plug there.
Shout
Um,
out to Mandem.
yeah, brand booster. Very good on his part. I think really, man. I think the key to their season, to be very honest with you, and I don't really want to sound reactionary, in my opinion, is like with Trent. I think that they have to get him closer to goal because obviously he has shown that he could make something out of nothing. He vacated, he scored that goal, and I don't know. You look at that team, I don't see that many people making that shot um, in that area of the field. So I think he could be potentially like a big driving force for them being competitive in the league. And I think that they got to get him further forward. You got to get someone else back there because that guy's too good for him to just. I've never seen a defender or right back dictate the game from his position, like in that area of the field. Usually, that center midfielder is doing that. So, big shout out to him.
I thought
Um,
one was the first score, but City definitely outplayed them. But honestly, I didn't leave the game thinking Liverpool like was back or anything. I just felt like City didn't do well being clinical enough. I don't know. It was the first score, but then again, I just thought City outplayed them a little bit. I feel
yeah, I
like
thought
that
City
Trent
outplayed
goal
them.
kind of made it seem like, oh, everything is good. City was doing it to him for a long time before that goal.
I mean, I don't
I'd
know.
agree,
I,
but
I
I
do
mean,
think
sorry.
I think Liverpool played well. Like I think I won't say like the whole first half, but I think second half, like for sure. I don't think they were ever like off pace. They didn't dominate the match for sure, but I feel like when they were on the ball and in possession, and they did have opportunities. I think Darwin Nunez had a couple in the first half. Um, you know, in the second half, it speaks for itself. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was a fair result all in all. I feel like City could have definitely come out with the win. If there's a team to come out with the win, I would have expected City to because I did think that they had more chances and they just weren't cool at all. I feel like the final ball was like missing from them. But outside of that, I mean, no, I think it was a pretty decent. I think it was a fair result for both teams.
Do you think it's a concerning loss for City?
They didn't
It's just a
lose.
draw.
Or,
But
I
no,
mean,
I
do you
don't
think
think
it's
it's
concerning for City?
no, I don't think it's concerning. I don't like no, I don't. This is a team that is this is a good team that they're playing against. I mean, at that point it was the 1 versus 2. So, you know, you I don't think it. I think any match like that, especially being the first match of the week when you're coming back from international, it's going to be tough. And I think it was just a tough matchup for both of them. I feel like both teams are, in a sense, kind of rusty in different aspects of the game, and I feel like that also contributed to why it was a 1-1 draw too. I feel like they're just a little rusty getting back together and stuff. But yeah, no, I don't think it's just concerning for them. I mean, nah, even if they would have lost, it wouldn't have been concerning. Like you lost to the second best team in the league. Like, like come on, like yeah, no, I don't think it's concerning.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, when you look at, like you said, Salam, the top three teams that probably have a chance of making this a real race, a draw is a respectable, a respectable result, especially when you're going to have to see them 2 times a year. You want to make sure you don't get an L. You want to make sure you get out of there with something. So I feel like if they get 0 points instead of 1 point, this table looks a lot of different, and this is a confidence booster. I mean, we kind of all agreed that City had the better match, but Liverpool was able to fight. They were able to stay in the match, and they were able to get a result. So I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I think this is a great. Out of the top four, the top six, whatever you want to call it, the matches have been good this year. Even a 1-1 result, like this was a good match to watch. I mean, you look at Arsenal versus Chelsea, you look at Liverpool versus Chelsea. A lot of these teams have put in real results. So it's like if you really want to win the league, you have to make sure that you can afford an L. For me, that's how I feel this season's kind of gone.
Okay. What do you guys think
I
about
don't know.
Haaland? Go ahead. Sorry, Gabriel.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what do you guys think about Haaland breaking the record, fastest to 50 goals?
I mean,
Forever
we're
etched
all
his
expecting it.
name. Forever etched his name in Premier League history. Some are saying could potentially be the best striker ever in the Premier League. So when you look back at all the strikers in the Premier League and you look at his season last year, and obviously how this season's going and the trajectory of that, do you think he's the best striker ever in the Premier League?
Yeah,
Time will
I
tell.
mean,
Time,
from
I
what
don't.
time
I
will tell.
see, I just
I,
don't.
I I
I
don't
don't
think that
see
it's
why not.
very yeah. I don't think I'm with you, Mike. I don't see how there's much of a debate. I
Yeah,
just
man.
because
I
like
mean,
if he
he's been here only for 2 seasons though. Like it's his second season, so like I see
Yeah.
what you're saying, but like time will truly tell. Like there
Mhm.
are other strikers who've been in the league for a couple years, this and that. Like
yeah,
I
again,
mean,
I understand,
that's like
but yeah,
I mean, yeah. When it's all said and done, if he's in the Premier League for 4 years and he keeps putting up these astronomical numbers, like you kind of just can't deny it. Like, all right, bro, like, yes, you're the best one to ever come here because you just did the most. It's kind of like, but it's like, okay, we saw Lewandowski have the 40 goal season, and then second season's like, is this the best striker that Bundesliga's ever seen? Like, I mean, potentially yes, 100%, but until we see more and you actually continue to do what you do, then like. No, I'm still going to sit here and say you're the best ever, like just after one season, or I mean, a season and a quarter. Like, no, I can't. I don't want to say he's the best ever, but I think yes, as it's all said and done, he probably will be. I don't doubt it, but I just won't say it right now. I'm not gonna say it right now.
That's a fair answer. Yeah,
yeah. I
but
mean,
if he keeps it up, yeah, I don't see why not.
yeah,
Me
I'll say
neither.
it. I think. I mean, he's on course to probably get. If he doesn't get 50, he'll get 40. And I mean, we're talking about all these guys: Harry Kane, Andy Cole, Kun Aguero, Thierry Henry. Doesn't matter. Even Cristiano. This guy is going to get 40 goals every year. Just could just be in the Prem too. Just in the Prem.
no,
If he
he's
if he
more
stays on
dangerous in
City, yeah.
Champions League. To be honest, even with Dortmund, he's been dangerous in Champions League. So he'll get. And the only reason that I'm willing to side with Salam here is because he was gifted the best team and the best manager. Like if he goes anywhere else, I'm not saying he doesn't put up these numbers, but maybe his team doesn't win the Champions League. Maybe his team doesn't win the league. So yeah, he's putting up these same numbers, but we're looking at him more so like a Kane because he's not winning the team goals too. So yeah, Salam, I'm leaning your side, but it's all circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? Like he's given literally the best team and the best manager. Unfortunately, this year he doesn't have Kevin De Bruyne. Otherwise, he'd probably have another 5 goals. Let's be honest. Last year that was Jordan and Pippen. Like nobody was stopping them. To be honest, like if we keep forgetting this, Kevin hasn't played all year, so that's gonna hurt the team a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he's silly. What he was able to do last year, his breaking the record as fast as 50 goals in a calendar year in the Prem. I mean, it's gross. It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, I feel like we gotta wait a little bit before we gas it. But City, Liverpool, that was a big result. Another big result: Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Yeah, it's been a slippery slope for Spurs, and I mean, I feel like we all felt it because when those injuries came to them in the Chelsea match, when they got those red cards, it's a blow to your team, and it's not like they had a lot of easy matches coming up, and they've it's shown. A tough 2-1 loss to Aston Villa. Do we see Spurs potentially fighting for the top 4, top 6 this year, or
nah, man?
do you think it's a done thing?
It's done. You know the crazy thing is like today's November 27th. It's towards the end of the month. It's crazy how in just 2 weeks. Because if you listen to the last episode, And the previous episode, it was just like this. Now here we are. Remember, we were talked about how they're just a few injuries away, and then they're back to square one. And now here we are. And I'm very curious to see. Forget top four, Cornelius. My question is, if Ange Postecoglou continues to play the way that he's been playing with these men, then forget top six, brother. It's gonna be a lot worse than top six. So yeah, man.
And that's why and that's why for my Tottenham fans, it's never no shade against y'all. We just know who you are. We really just know your DNA. It's shade. It's a little bit of shade, I guess, from the Arsenal side, but for me, I just know who you are. You're just always gonna be little bro. Like it's just who you guys are. And for me, it's tough because you see Ange winning 3 manager of the months in the Premier League. I'm like, look, that's all cute and all, but it's not gonna fill a trophy case. And
bro, they're not even in. The crazy thing is, sorry to cut you off. They're not even in Europe.
No, good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even you don't even have any other competitions. This is just like you can't even say it's unlucky. It's a part of sports. Injuries are a part of sports, but this is where the depth comes in, especially with all these games that these guys are playing nowadays. Like, bro, it's not feasible. Like, it was I hate to be that person. It was a great start to the season. It was a great story, but like this is over. Like, we can move on now. They're done.
Yeah. I mean, it really just depends on when the players come back. But I mean, that's not gonna happen until next year. And the matchups that teams that they see up until the end of the year. I mean, they see Brighton away from home. They see Newcastle. They see West Ham, who's been playing pretty decent. They see City next. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. Like, I just don't. I guess I'm saying all season, right? When the injuries come, they just don't have the depth for it. Like, they just don't. Their starting 11 amazing, but take one player out of that starting 11, it completely changes. And then take 2 out. Yeah, so yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I won't. We'll see. We'll see with them. I still think, fully healthy, that they can go on the run of games. They've proven that with fully healthy that this team can go on a run of games, that they can string together wins. And I mean, they can climb the table. They've proved that, at least to me, that they can climb the table. But that deed might be a little too heavy for them to carry. Might be a little bit too much for them to carry. So I don't. And I don't want to take anything away from Villa either, because this Villa team is flying right now. Absolutely flying right now. And Unai Emery is the second coming of Unai Emery in the Premier League. Has been great for him. So they've been playing well. I don't want to take anything away from them, but just Spurs team it's gonna have some dark. It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets. It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about this team and this coach, this manager, for sure, because I'm curious to see if the ideas change when the personnel isn't as accommodating. But we'll see.
Do you guys think Villa will make a Europa League spot?
Yeah,
I think
Europa League. I think they'll make a Europe spot. I don't know about Europe, but you mean Europa? They have a good chance, but also like them, depth would be an issue for them too. Like,
Europa's what, 6 and 7?
Well,
I guess
conference
so.
league. It's conference league. Yeah. 7, I believe. But
I don't know how it works with the
6
for real.
Yeah, from
really-
5,
Europa's 5,
6,
and then I think 7 is. I
Conference league
think
is
that's
7.
qualification. Yeah, I think qualification is like.
They got a better
7
chance
for
than
conference.
Spurs.
Currently, yeah, absolutely. I would agree. I mean, when you look at, the top 4 could be interesting all year, because now in the hunt you have Villa, you have United, and you could put Newcastle there as well. I mean, that's like the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think, right now. So when you look at those teams, all fighting for the top 4, obviously everybody can't make the top 4. So 5 and 6 are going to be very, very big spots this year. And there's honestly like 7 teams that are going to be fighting for it. I mean, if you want to include Chelsea in there, Spurs, if they can get healthier or buy players in January, there could be a big push, So
Do you
Villa
think
looks good though.
do you think Ollie Watkins is a top 4 striker?
No,
In the league right now, I'd
Yeah,
say
like he could.
I like him a lot.
oh, in the league right now,
I'll
I
put him
mean,
on
like
there.
a top
I
4
like him
team,
a lot.
like
that's what I thought
Arsenal.
you meant.
Yeah, like Arsenal, City, Liverpool, United, even Chelsea. Like you're Chelsea. Like you think that he could play
I
with?
wouldn't take him. That's
I'm cool.
yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't take him.
personally cool.
But
I think he's a.
Gabriel,
It'd be a good
I take
fit
him.
for Tottenham.
Gabriel.
Wait, hold on.
Rank him.
I would.
Rank him with the ones.
Wait. I would say this because we actually like I've heard we have links to Ollie Watkins. Like I don't know how true these are, but like we're linked. so
Tread
yeah.
lightly.
So
Tread lightly.
yeah, I'm gonna tread real lightly, but I mean, I would gladly take Ollie Watkins as like an Nketiah. Like if he was our Nketiah, beautiful. I would love it. Honestly, I would love it. Like I would feel much more at peace. But as like my starting 9, no, I'm sorry, he's not a starting 9 for me at least. At Arsenal for
So
one club, no,
he's better than Eddie.
100%.
Is he better? Is he better than Jesus?
I don't think so. I mean, at scoring goals, actually, probably yes, he is. He is. I'll get on Jesus later.
I
but
mean,
yes,
shit.
at scoring goals, yeah, he is. I think he is better. Like. Guys consistently scoring goals. I mean, every season he scores at least 10. I mean, and he always has to be the guy in his team. Like Ollie Watkins has always kind of been. He's always missed a lot of chances. Let's be real, but he's always run that 10, 13, 14 mark. In the league. So, yeah, he's at scoring goals. Yes, as a complete 9 that I think our team is looking for, though. No, I don't really think that. That's the type of player that we would be starting week in and week out. But who am I to say? We're linked, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think he'll be good for Arsenal. He'll be good. I think he'd be great for
Spurs. What about Chelsea?
I wouldn't mind taking him in there, but I don't know. I just don't know. With us, I don't know.
So I was
over
curious.
Jackson.
I'll probably take him over Jackson. Yeah.
I was curious, so I looked it up. So Ollie Watkins for Villa, his first year, that was 2020-21. He had 17-5 from 21-22, 11-2. Last year, he had 16-8. Right now, he's at 13-5.
He's a bad man. Stop sleeping.
So he'd be scoring.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like we've seen a lot of striker. Like, is he like?
But he's doing this at Villa too.
No, but I mean, I just watched an interview with Darren Bent like earlier today, and it just made me think like Darren Bent. I thought was a good striker. He didn't play. I mean, he played for Tottenham. He didn't play for like a top team, but he was good. He had moments of like where he's like either lifting a team from the championship to promotion. So like he has pedigree, but like is he guys like Defoe? Like he's not better than those guys. Like who?
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's just, I don't know.
But I feel like those players were more all around strikers. Where I feel like Ollie Watkins is a goal scorer. Like he's a goal scoring. Like, you know what I mean? Like those guys also worked. Like you know what I mean? Like they worked hard. They got the ball and they kind of were able to do things.
Ollie Watkins is that though. I just don't think his on the. I don't. Yeah, he works hard.
He moves around a lot.
He works hard. It's just I don't think like. Technically and like I don't think he's a ball playing 9. Like he's not a link up 9. He's not. I don't think he's that guy. But if you need a guy just to go and score goals, like I don't think Haaland's not a link up 9. I feel like he's more built as like a. I'm not going to say I'm trying to compare him and Haaland, but I'm just saying in terms of like a striker, Ollie Watkins is the one who needs space. He needs space to go run into. Or he loves aerial balls as well. He'll go up and get a header. Like he'll do the dirty work. And Haaland's the same type. Haaland's not really gonna sit here and link up. Like no, Haaland's sitting in the middle of the goalpost. Give me the ball here or there. Cross the ball in. Let me finish. That's That's the type of striker Ollie Watkins is. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's bad, but I don't know. I think different types of strikers fit different types of teams better. And I'm not saying he wouldn't like not fit, but I don't think that's the type that we're looking for.
Funny enough, I think he would fit United well.
You know, it's funny. You know, I mean, we can segue into United, but you'll never guess who was linked to us. But apparently, in January, we're linked with the move for Timo Werner.
That's actually not a bad move.
And I don't
Yeah,
hate
it's
it.
not. He's gonna do the things Rashford doesn't like to do. He'll run back. He'll help.
Like work hard. Yeah.
Like
because he's not starting at Leipzig.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come start for United. That's the thing, man. You know, typically, you know, clubs usually go after players that are in form, that are playing well. But you know, for Man United, if you're not playing for your team, you can come to our team. But yeah, man. I mean, as far as the Timo Werner links go, I think all jokes aside, I think that it actually would be a good fit. Looking at the type of player that he is and the type of, I guess, just the way that we set out, because I can't really call it a style of play. I think that really matches. I think a counterattacking, pragmatic side for him would be the best.
Wait,
think about it.
Y'all don't have a style of play?
That's correct.
Oh, that's wild now. That's crazy.
No. Because Ten Hag said that he didn't come here to play that way. He came here to win games. And I'm like, okay. But we're winning. I think 5 wins from the last 6 games. So good for him. I think that the Ten Hag out rumors have quickly fizzled out, but you know, it is what it is. The 3 points was impressive. The goal was impressive. For me, I really just want to talk about 2 players because the performance was just what it was. I think that Garnacho, you got to give it up to him. What a wonderful goal. Probably one of the best goals. Definitely one of the best goals I've seen.
Probably goal of the season in the Prem so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Surely, surely goal of the season. I know that they were saying that it's already kind of better than the Rooney goal.
Oh, come
Even
on.
though I think to me, I feel like the only reason why I wouldn't say it was because that was in a derby. But if you look at if you look at that bike, it hit off his shin. It didn't hit off him. He didn't get like a clean contact
connection.
This guy. I mean, bro, he got up there too. He's a short guy. Yeah, laced it. He didn't miss it all. And it's going away from goal too. So you know what I'm saying? Like he had to kind of go away and timed it right. But yeah, brilliant. He's been one of the few offensive bright spots for the team. So, you know, hopefully we can. I think now is his time to kind of kick on and, you know, like start games and just give him a run of games and see what happens because. I mean, he's already usurped Rashford because, I mean, think about it. Rashford's our highest paid player, you know, number 10 on your back, Manchester boy, and he got pushed out to the right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So surely, like, he's more effective there than Rashford is so far. Good for Rashford to get the goal. I just want to shout out Bruno for giving him the opportunity to score because – you know, he recently just released some cleats, so it was important that those cleats scored a goal somehow. So shout out to Bruno Fernandes, man. You know, the brand stays winning there. But I think, yeah, this guy, man, he's back. But yeah, man, I think it was a good win. Another guy I really wanted to recognize was Kobe Mainoo. Another academy kid. What a performance! I really liked seeing him
should have given him the whole 90. Sorry for cutting you off.
For sure,
given him the whole 90.
I think Ten Hag, from the way he's talking and from the way that he played, I think that he's going to try and see how he looks versus Galatasaray in the Champions League, which is going to be a tough test. But he looks good, man. And from that position, we haven't really had any like midfielders really kind of come through the academy. So to have him is definitely encouraging. I'm curious to see, just looking at the type of player he is and from the things that he's shown in the game, how is that going to mesh with what our style of play is? Because he looks like someone who likes to keep the ball, and we're a team that doesn't like to keep the ball. So I don't know how that's going to work, but overall, his performance was good. Hopefully, I get to see him. And yeah, man, him and Garnacho for me were the best parts of the game. Other than that, I know Martial scored, but I hate to sound redundant, but the performances are they're the same, man. The only thing that changes is maybe this person scores or this person scores, but you know, we could be better there.
I want to talk about Onana. I mean, he's been looking good. He's had some key saves. I feel like that could have changed momentum of the game. And then there was obviously the goal that hit off the bar, but I think he's, as of late, been playing pretty well. And
yeah,
had he not, it could have been easily 1-1 at a point. I think right after the Garnacho goal, Calvert-Lewin had a chance that was saved by Onana. Which, I mean, you guys are used to getting scored on. I would say you guys, one of your biggest issues that you leak goals. And, a few games, I believe, 2 in a row. Is that 2 clean sheets or?
Yeah. I mean,
2 clean sheets in a row. That's a big deal. You guys are finally even on goal differential again. You're starting to score more goals and you're starting to leak less. So I feel like if you guys, so my question honestly is, do you think with as well as the top 3-4 teams are playing, do you think you could sneak into this top 4 come maybe December?
Yeah, for sure. And the only reason why I say that is because of the players that are out that are not currently in the team. And I mean, all season, I haven't seen like what we look like at our best. And I know it's early on in the season, and I'm sure everyone could probably say that too, to some extent. But we have a lot of players that are not in the team, and I think that like once we can get some of these guys back, I don't see why not, man. Because I mean, the Premier League, if anything, from what I've observed, the Premier League is wide open this season. There doesn't seem to be someone that's just clearly running away from it.
Right.
And then the top teams are getting got by some of the smaller teams, and vice versa. This guy says no, sir. Well, tell me, sir, where do you think we can finish?
So that's actually my boy Zion. That's who I watched the City match with. What was that, a few weeks back?
Zion, please tell me, where do you think?
City fan, so you know what he's gonna say.
Salam, I wanted to ask you about Shaw. What did you think? Did you see any difference with him being on the team, playing at left back?
Yeah, I think we're better with him in the team for sure. I think he has a lot of familiarity with the back line and the people that are currently playing. So, yeah, I think we're a better team with him. Hopefully, he can develop some chemistry with Garnacho on that left side, and we can continue to be more threatening there. But I think he's our best left back. We just need him fit, and we need him on the field. I think that's been his biggest issue since he's been here at the club.
So you would rather start Garnacho on the left than Rashford on the left?
Yeah, because at this point, man, like I'm so tired of talking about Marcus Rashford. Like what? At this point, it's just like it's the what is it? Fool me once, shame on what?
me.
Shame on me. Fool me twice, and it's just like what? Now what? Fool me what? 8, 9, 10 times. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's. I think it just says a lot, man. I think it just says a lot. Like, if you had and I'm not comparing him to this person, but like in terms of like their levels, but like if that was Hazard or if that was Alexis Sanchez in his prime, like he's not getting moved out of his position for another guy that's not even really starting games to accommodate you. Like you're moving off to the right and you're playing in a position where obviously like we need people there, but yeah, I think that he's been more threatening there than Rashford has, and I think it says a lot that even we're linked with someone like Timo Werner. Like You know what I'm saying? Like again, another player that can probably play off the left. Timo to me can play through all across all three
Anywhere on
front
the top
positions,
three, yeah.
but I mean, like, no, bro. Like the guy's not productive. He's not productive at all. And like at this point, it's kind of boring to talk about. He's to me is one of the most out of form players in the league right now. And it's crazy that like he's still playing the amount of time that he's getting. But good for him. He got the goal, so on paper, I guess it looks good on paper, but no, man. Just the tough part is we just don't have anybody else to play in that position, so he has to play, and hopefully he can kick on.
I feel like that's a good answer because I mean, I haven't looked at your schedule, so I don't know who you have this next month, but I feel like that you possibly could make a run at it.
Tough month.
Yeah, they gotta go Turkey.
I'll tell you. So we got Galatasaray. That's going to be a tough game, and that's away from home. It's not even. It's not out. It's not at home. We got to go to Newcastle, and then we see Chelsea at home, and then we have Bournemouth. We got Bournemouth at home though too, and then Bayern at home, then Liverpool, then West Ham, then Villa. Then I feel like I mean that's just gonna get us through Christmas, and then yeah. So after that, we should be all right. After this, the month of December is gonna be rough, but hey, here we are.
So you see Liverpool, Chelsea, and you see who else in the top four? Newcastle. So top 5, top 6.
Yeah.
And then you also see Bayern and Galatasaray, both must wins.
But it's like we see Villa too, man. Anytime that we play against Unai Emery, I know that
it's going to be a good evening.
Yeah, he always got some for us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting. I guess we could switch gears. Usually the losers go first, but I guess we could switch gears to Chelsea getting smacked up. Fortunately, I wasn't able. Yeah, fortunately, I wasn't able to watch a lot of this match. so
good for you.
Most of the first half, and then after that, I was a little busy. But yeah,
I mean, it's the same old thing. You didn't miss anything. It's the same old BS,
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, first half, come out, play great, fight back, everything. And then just out of nowhere, just fall apart. I'm just like, what is going on? And the thing for me is that we've seen you in games like Liverpool, Arsenal, City. We've seen you in these big games. That's why we have the hope as fans that, okay, at least we're competing. But then you give us a performance like this. And then I have to go look in the mirror again and ask if, like, what is going on? Like, do we actually have a problem? Or should I look at this as, this is just a blip? Like, I honestly didn't know what to say on today's episode. I was like, it's the same old thing, man. I feel like we're back again to square one. Like, I don't even want to give an excuse because then my reasoning will sound like an excuse. I mean, first time we've seen Badiashile and Thiago Silva in the back, but it's not like they've never played before. They have. Somehow, another Thiago Silva mistake. I don't know if it's getting to that time where we slowly move him out. I mean, no Caicedo to begin with, because I guess he didn't get there till the day before, so he didn't start.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. We just fall apart. Reece James, you're our captain. We're down 2-1. You get a red card.
Yeah, talk about that. That was just such a
that's what I want to talk about.
Decision. Okay, you get beat, but it's not like you were the last man. There's two guys there that can at least defend, and he just kicks the back of the dude's leg. Like he pretty much just gave up.
But the second one though, is just like he tried to like flick it back over, like Do you not
And it didn't.
understand like the situation that you're in? You're down right now, and you're just. It looked like it was just like this one's for the highlight reel. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting this flick off, and it's
Yeah.
just like you're in your defensive third.
You don't understand. You're the captain, and you're making mistakes like this. I don't
And
know.
his first yellow card was for kicking the ball away, right?
For kicking the ball away.
And that's what I'm
Oh,
You're the
saying.
captain.
Whose was worse, Reece James sending off or Serginho Dest's sending off?
Y'all crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
Like,
thought
I think
Shout-
that's
yeah.
That's
Shout out my-
wild.
Shout out to
Mhm.
Serginho Dest, but that was criminal.
Yeah.
That was
And
criminal.
then what he did afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he was tripping.
It's like what else do you want, dude? Just get off.
yeah,
What are you really that mad about? You know, like
something else.
Yes, it was. It wasn't on the field. Some impersonally had to be going on. You only react like you. First and foremost, in the match, like who is punching the ball mid-match into the stands? Like unless like that doesn't happen too often. You know you're gonna get that yellow, but you know that's the thing. You know you're gonna get the yellow, so just live with it. You're not gonna get red, but it's gonna be a yellow. For you to sit there and argue still for that long, while and it's to the point where your teammates are like, "Bruh, chill." And he's like, "No, I don't care." Like,
Yeah. I was like, he must have said some racial. I thought it was some racial.
Yeah.
Nah, I personally think I didn't see anything on the field that made it seem like someone said anything to him. And he came out was like, "No, this is my fault." He should have apologized. He said, "No, I need to work on myself and be better for the team." That's just. I feel like something's going on in his personal life, and that something underneath just came to the surface during the match. But just a bad moment, unfortunately, just a bad moment. But
I mean, I know
Virginia
we're talking about Chelsea, but did y'all see Louis Dunk's red card?
Oh yeah, that was also a bad one.
That one I just don't understand. He had to have said something, right?
Yeah, I think he said
I mean, because he looked like he was
walking away.
So
he was walking away.
So he got a PK called on him, and then I think the ref went to the screen and he disagreed with him, and he started talking. And I mean, we're in the day and age now where you can't talk to refs anymore. They've made that very clear. They don't want anyone talking to refs unless you're the captain. You know, you talk to a ref, but outside of that, you know, they don't want anyone going to the ref asking for yellows or saying too much. If you say too much, you're gonna get carded, and it's like. And if you say too much after that, I mean, clearly they're just handing out yellows now.
They're really handing them out.
They're really making a strict thing. So, yeah, I mean, that one, I feel like that one, you know, you just got to stop running your mouth. Another captain too. Another captain just I don't know. But to go back to Reece James, though, I agree. I think both yellows were just. You can't do that as a leader. Like everyone looks up to you. You can't do that as a leader. And that ultimately killed the game. Like you weren't out of it. That's the thing. Like you weren't out of it. It's still 2-1. You know, you can still get a goal. You can get a draw. You know, you never know what's going to happen. But your captain, not even just Reece James, the player, because the player Reece James, we know the quality that he has. But then also your captain on top of that, getting taken off. You know. Those are a couple things.
Morale killer.
Morale killer. Away from home in one of the hardest places to play in the Prem. Come on, the game is dead at that point. It's dead. Like, So,
and if you watch the game, you can tell. Right when he went off, everybody was just like, "Oh, let's not lose by more." And of course, we lose by more.
We lose by more. Always, man.
I mean, if you look at Thiago Silva's mistake. It's just from thinking too much. Clearly, like you could tell. Should I pass or should I pass? And then you lose the ball. But I don't know, man. I think as Chelsea fans, the things we have to look forward to is, you know, Nkunku coming back, at least getting a healthy team, so that we can have that mentality of okay, we're actually progressing or we're not. Because you know, some of the times you can be like, okay. We could have some more pieces here. We have some options coming back that maybe we could stick in here and there. But when everybody comes back and we're still looking like this, it'll be a problem. But right now, that's the only thing I'm holding on to. Okay, let's get everybody back. Let's see what happens. Thiago Silva Badiashile might not work. It might be tough to use.
Yeah,
I accepted this weekend that, for how much I love Thiago Silva, we might be getting to that time that we probably have to, move him to the bench or, something.
Yeah.
My question was why no Disasi? Was it international break thing, like another Caicedo issue, or?
Oh no, I mean, I guess he's trying to still find who he's rotating with everything. Yeah,
Okay.
so
I was wondering just about that.
yeah, the Caicedo thing, he was
surprised.
late, so he didn't get to play. Yeah.
Okay. I was just
Caicedo from Ecuador.
Yeah, coming back.
Hey, we gonna need you to stay put, bro. Nah. From the way things are right now, if I was the coach, I'd be like, yo, you are staying put.
Any update on when Lavia is coming back? Like, is he ever gonna...
We should see what's his name? Nkuku on the bench, he said this weekend. But he said Lavia is probably like a week or two away.
What happened to him? Well,
his knee.
He re-aggravated something that happened, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened. Okay. I was about to say that. I know he had surgery.
I feel like y'all should just call this first, like literally the calendar year of the Premier season, just call it a wash and just start fresh January 1st. No, honestly, like
that's where we are.
I feel like you should call it a wash.
I think maybe Cornelius feels this way too.
There are players that just like Lavia, like man, like I forgot you even had that.
I forgot you were even here.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's tough because me and Mike been saying that it's going to be ups and downs this whole year. Like, we're going to have to just deal with it. But it's annoying when, you're playing Liverpool and getting a result. You're playing Spurs and getting a result. You're playing Arsenal and getting a result. You're playing all of these top 4, top 6 teams, and you're getting results, and you look great. And so this is another test. You know what I mean? Newcastle's they've had a little dip in form this year, but for the most part, we know who they are. And just like Gabriel said, this is one of the hardest places to play in all of the Premier League. And their fans are rocking. I mean, the Thiago Silva mistake, he probably just lost that second of focus, got too interactive in the crowd, wanted to do something, thought somebody was there. And that's what, in a way, a hostile environment can do sometimes. It just gets that second not focus, and you just have a big mistake. But I kind of want to lean to this being a blip. I don't want to call it a blip, but we've seen such strides over our last 5, 6, 7 weeks that a match like this, you just kind of have to chalk up as an L.
Yeah,
it's tough. Like, because we've looked so good, it's tough coming into a match, being up for it, and then getting a result where you lose 4-1. Your captain gets a red card. Now we don't have him for United, so it's like, damn, this sucks. But I can't look at our last 5, 6 weeks and say I saw this coming, because I did. So for me, I want to take it as a blip. Hopefully we can bounce back next week. Like, this has to be one of those where you bounce back next week. You know what I'm saying? We can't just focus on this L. We know that we don't have Reece James for another game or 2 or whatever. So let's just get back to our basics and try to get a result. That's the only thing we can do at this point, for real.
I agree. I'm with you 100%. I wasn't even too upset after this game. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't.
You just accepted this.
I accepted.
You kind of have to, bro. It's annoying, but like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully we get
it was disappointing result because, like he said, we've gotten results from these big teams, and then you're hoping to at least see some progress, and then this happens. So I don't know, but I think we'll be back, man. I can't wait for that United game. I really can't wait. I think it's a game where both teams match up really well in where they are. The only thing is United actually win games. We just don't win them. We either drop them or we tie. And that's the difference. United either wins or loses. They don't tie games.
It's very straightforward.
Yeah, honestly, 0 draws on the season. I think the only team with 0 draws on the season.
They don't win or lose.
No, we don't need the point. Share a point. I'd rather go 1-0. Yeah.
Speaking of going into hostile environments and winning 1-0, Arsenal with a big snatch and grab from young Kai Havertz. I guess the money is finally starting to look worth it, huh?
Nah.
They're
But
throwing the memes like crazy. They're throwing them off.
yeah,
Okay,
no, I
go
mean,
ahead.
I've
Is
been staying off. I've been staying off Twitter, man. I've been staying off Twitter. I don't even want to
is
see
it
it.
Idris Elba? He's like, tell him we're back up.
Mm.
That meme. Tell him.
tell
Put the word out. Put the word out. We're
We're
back up.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been up for a little bit now, but I mean, honestly, it was good to see him come in the match. If I'm being completely honest, and I'll get there. I'll get there. I won't start there. But like I said, good overall win. From the jump, I love the lineup. I love the Tomiyasu start. Tomiyasu has been balling out of control like the past couple weeks, past month and a half. I love that he got the start today. Uh, I was happy that Trossard got to start today too. I think he's earned his start. It was different to see him in the midfield role. But it was good to see Trossard start. He scored a goal, got disallowed, but good to see him in the mix and just continue to produce for us. And be a threat, especially on goal as well. Um, but you know, Brentford did play a low block the whole match. Brentford played a low block the whole match. They were tough to break down. Like they were very, very tough to break down. Like 5-3-2. I mean, there's no really pockets of space to play. But I feel like that wasn't due to Jesus. I know he's coming back from injury, but I feel like this match, I don't know, like he was non-existent from that 9 role, and I don't know it's because Trossard was on the pitch that they kept flip-flopping and he wanted to drift more out wide sometimes and kind of be a little bit more in a free roaming role than he has in the past, at least to me. But yeah, when Kai Havertz came on, I think in the game, in like the stage of the game and where it was at, he needed to come on because at that point we're pumping balls in the box and Gabriel Jesus was nowhere to be found in the box. We had no aerial threat in the box. We had no presence in the box. And I feel like when Kai Havertz came on, he actually did provide more of an aerial presence and threat. So, it was great to see him get that goal. It's a goal that we needed one. It put us on top of the league, so the implications that it had too, and then just for him and his form, he hasn't had the greatest Arsenal start. So for him to get a big goal away from home when we truly needed to go on top of the league, it was big for us as a team, but I know it was very, very big for him, and I know he felt great about it. I know Arteta felt great about it as well. He was dragging him over to the fans after the match. But yeah, it's just I don't want to. I just want to say I like the performance by our team though. Like I think that it's a tough environment, tough place to play, and we're able to go in there and get the job done. On a day that I feel like we looked a little rusty too. I don't think it was like the best performance, but we still looked a little rusty. But I think we dominated, and our players, when we need our big players to step up, they step up. And I can say that about Saka almost every week now. And he might not have the goals to show for it. And people might say his goals inside of the third, but the guy's getting doubled down literally every play. So, and he's even come out and say, I'm watching film to figure out how I can be more effective against a double team. And even still, all he needs is a moment. Just give him a moment to deliver a good cross, give him an opportunity to shoot the ball, and he's been delivering. So, love to see the effort by my players. Big goal for Kai Havertz, but it just kind of alludes to my big January request, my Christmas request from Arsenal. Get a 9. Please get a 9, because this game was like screaming for an aerial threat, screaming for someone to hold the ball up for us and to link up in the middle for us. And it just I mean, it was tough because it's Brentford and they're compact in the middle so much. But at certain points, we needed a guy to just break out, hold the ball up for us, and then get back right. Or we needed just an aerial threat because the ball is out wide so much that we need someone to just be a threat in the box for us. With Ethan Pinnock there and Ben Mee, 2 big guys. Like we need someone who's gonna be able to physically compete with them. And I feel like Jesus kind of shied away from that. And I know he's coming back from injury, so I know he has to get some time to get back. But he played this international break. He started like he got minutes in, so it's not like you're completely rusty. And then for me, he was too out wide this match. Like just playing way too wide. He wanted to play
a lot of times.
A lot of the times, and it's just like, bro, that's not where I need you right now. Well, if you see what this team needs right now, we need someone in the middle, and that's exactly why I think Arteta brought on Kai Havertz, because we need more of an aerial threat. We need someone who's going to jump with these guys, who's going to at least try to win the headers in the box. And when we finally did that, a couple crosses started coming in, so I could put the perfect cross in, and Kai Havertz was able to head the ball home and leave the dying minutes of the game. So, it's just more just alluding to my sentiment kind of for a while now, especially after his comments that, I'm not the best at goal scoring, and goal scoring is not my best attribute. Bro, that's your job. Those type of comments, like,
you don't say that in public.
They make me so they make me so upset, because when you signed to Arsenal, one of the biggest things was Arteta said, yes, we're going to make you our 9. You want to be our goal scorer, right? Perfect. We're going to make you our 9. Now scoring goals isn't part of what you're supposed to do. And I hear what he's trying to say. I hear what he's trying to say, but it's like, bro, don't go in public and say that.
Yeah, don't say that out loud.
Don't say that out loud, because we're already thinking it, but now you're confirming it yourself. So now I really don't want you at the 9 spot. Now you really need to go out wide. Like, we really need a 9. And it's like, you don't flip flop with me. That's how I feel. Now you're playing both sides of the coin. First it was, I want to be Arsenal's 9. I want to be the main guy up top. Pep wouldn't put me as a 9. He put Zinni at the false 9 one match, and it made me upset. And I'm the goal scorer. I can go score goals. I can do this. I can do that. Okay, go and do that. Now when you're not doing that, now it's, goal scoring isn't my best. Nah, bro, it's not both sides of the coin for me. I don't want to hear that, especially not from someone who just paid a good amount of money for, who came over to Arsenal saying he wants to be our 9. That's not what I want to hear. So this match, those comments this past weekend, this match, and how, especially how this match ended, which the last 20 minutes of the match, I'm like, we're crossing the ball so much, but where's Jesus? Like, nobody. No one's here. And when we put in Nketiah, it was a little bit better, but still, and we had a person, at least who was closer to the goal, but it's still like, where's this 9 threat that we're supposed to have? Nowhere to be found. And it wasn't. It bothered me. I would say that's one of the biggest things that bothered. And not much bothered me this week. But that bothered me. And the last thing I have to say is, I know I have to speak on it, but yeah, Ramsdale's time.
I told you. I was
going to ask you about that.
I was saving for last.
That was going to be my question.
I was ready.
Nah. I know everyone's like ready to but as like, it's hard for like a keeper to, after kind of what he's been through, to come in for a match, especially at the opposing team's player position that we just acquired on loan, to come from play at their home and to like just play flawlessly. Like, I think there's a lot that goes into. You have the away fans. You're trying to impress the manager. You're trying to do everything that you possibly can to get your spot back. But the reality is that you're just not going to get it back in one match. I'm sorry. You can make 10 top world class saves. You're still not going to get that spot back in one match. So I just think that, yes, the mistakes look bad. Don't even get me started, because both mistakes, I was like, my heart was in my hand. Like, yo, like, we can't afford to go down 1-0 at Brentford. We just can't, because they're just going to sit low block, even like they did for the rest of the match, even more than they are right now. So we just can't afford to go down 1-0. And if we would have gone down 1-0 due to one of his mistakes, like, I would even say even more, like, he's out. And he did make some good saves for us. He came out and claimed the ball a couple of times well. But it's, and like I said, the environment's tough to play in, but Rye is Arteta's guy, man. He's gonna stick with his guy, and like, unfortunately, I don't want to see it. This is not how I want it to be. I had my reservations about David Raya, and I know he's been playing a little bit better as he's been in the team, but I still have my reservations. And I don't feel like like I said, I don't feel like should have gotten this treatment from the jump. But I guess it is what it is. You got to call a spade a spade. And those blunders don't help. It doesn't help your case at all, especially two like that. Like those were big blunders. And they could have been game altering, game changing blunders. So I take it with a grain of salt.
Like while you're there, like you're there at Brentford, like you're playing because he can't play because he's alone. And it just is, the setup was just crazy.
Yeah, no, the setup is crazy, and it's like you're not going to put in someone else, so you have to put him in, and that's what I'm saying. It's a tough environment for that guy to go and play in. Like it's tough. It's a lot. I know it's a lot going on in your head. You have away fans, you have media, you have your own personal things going on. So and he's dealing with a lot. Just had his first kid. It's got I know he just has a lot going on. And I don't want to make that an excuse, but it's just like. Yeah, it's it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, and I think he'll probably leave in the summer. I don't think he'll leave in January. I highly doubt that he'll leave in January. But I won't lie. If he does leave in the summer, it's good business. It's good business.
Where do you see him going? Where do you guys see him going?
I personally think Ramsdale can go to a lot of teams in the Prem. I mean, I think any team in the Prem would take him. I mean, outside of a couple, I think
he stays in the Prem.
I think City's fine. I think Liverpool's fine. But he can easily go to a Chelsea. Like
we're linked.
He can go to a Chelsea.
I don't want him.
He can. I mean, I wouldn't say he'd go to. I think Newcastle's fine on a keeper right now, but I think any.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
A top. I mean, she's not going to go to Brentford, but. Any like top 10 Premier League team he can go to. I personally believe.
Okay. Over Martinez from Villa.
And that's the thing. I don't think he'll go to Villa. I think I think Unai is set on his guy. He's been with Villa. He's done Villa some well. I'm not gonna lie. He's done Villa well. So I hope he stays in the Prem because now I have to look at it from. It's just a business perspective, This is just business. Arteta has his guy. It's who he prefers. He's who he's going to start with. He's who we're going to buy off the loan. And for us now, it's okay. We bought this keeper for 23 mil. Now his stock is 50, 60. And if we sell him in the Prem, it might even be higher than that. Who knows? So it's not like this guy is just an incapable keeper who isn't able to do anything, and he's had so many blunders and this and the third. Like no. It's a guy who got a second in the league last year, his first year in the team. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's tough for me as a fan because I don't want to see him go, and I think he's good for the team. But at this point, I have to look at it as if Raya comes back and he's just healthy, he's going to be playing. We're going to sell Ramsdale, and now we need to recoup some of the money that we've been spending, and some of the money that we haven't made off players in the past, So at this point, we get him off our books for 60, 70 mil, and which we have FPP, already on us when we want to buy a striker. If that's what it takes, bro, we get a keeper for 60 mil or 70 mil off the books. Sure, I'll take it. I'll gladly.
Will you be okay if he goes in January?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, and he's not going in. He's not going anywhere in January. I'll tell you that right now. I'll put it on wax. Unless the right offer comes unless the right offer comes in, I highly doubt that we're letting him go because
even alone, you don't think?
I mean, don't need to replace.
They have talk loan. They have talk loan. And I can potentially see a loan, but. Not even. Not even. I really don't think so because I still think even if from a business perspective, right? I can see us setting him on loan so he can get minutes, he can get time, he can still prove he's a good keeper, and the stock might even go higher. So from that perspective, I get it. But bro, if we have David Raya go down, who? Carl Hein.
Nah, I'm
he's
just
not starting
saying.
for. Yeah, come on, bro. Like I mean, we could always recall him from loan, but no, I just don't see anything happening in January. I see us off. I see us our. I think our objective right now would be to release some of the players that we still have on from other years. Like, uh, I can see honestly, we bring in another midfielder. I can see Smith Rowe going in January. I'm not joking. I could personally see him going in January. They're talking
Waste
Vieira
of our
loan,
time.
so they're talking Vieira possibly going on a loan in January. So I can see us,
Already.
bro. I don't. These are just rumors. These are just rumors. But
Okay.
I've been seeing some things about some guys already leaving. Jorginho is supposed to leave in January. You know what I mean? So
I just
it's
the guys that that are coming with the vision. If they're the ones being rumored to get out, then that's a problem. Because I
no.
feel like it's the same thing with
I've
Ten
seen a
Hag.
Vieira. I've seen just Vieira loan. I don't agree with the Vieira loan. Like, I don't want him to go on loan. I think that would be a
Yeah.
waste. But you know, I, I can see. I think Smith Rowe is on his way out the door. Unfortunately, I think Jorginho is on his way out the door, and then also Partey is probably going to be out the door as well. I've seen Juventus is heavily linked to him. They would be willing to buy in January, and we need these funds. Like, you guys think I'm joking? We need this bread. We need this money for FPP to get off our back a little bit, and we need another midfielder, at least one, and we need a striker. Like, and even if we don't get a striker, in January, like we need to build the funds to get one. We need the funds to get one. So we're going to offload some players. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. But
So Tony's still your top of your wish list for
Tony
center
is still
forwards or Osimhen?
okay. I mean, if we,
We'll see,
I,
man.
I don't know about Osimhen because I feel like there's just a lot going on with that, and that's not going to happen until excuse me, that's not going to happen until summer. So if anything happens with that, that'll be a summer move. But I'm still, I mean, if Osimhen is locked up like a Declan Rice thing early, I love Osimhen in the summer. I'd wait 10,000. If it's locked up like a Declan, I'd wait 10,000.
Osimhen going
But
to Chelsea, man.
yeah, but no, I wouldn't say that. But I'm
I think
saying
he
like
does.
if whatever you think, bro. But
He said he
I'm
grew up
still
idolizing Drogba.
No, I
that's
mean,
fine.
just no, Gabriel. I agree.
No,
There's a
that's
lot
all
going
he
on
said.
with
That's
him.
all I'm saying.
But just
That's what he said.
name another
That's what
club
he
in the
said.
The
Name
bread.
another club in the Premier
bread.
League that would splash the cast 100 million on a player that
I mean,
hasn't really
no
played the season before.
another top
Chelsea
club
would. Chelsea would.
We've been bamboozled so many
Yeah. If you no, I agree with what you're saying though, Gabriel.
No, but
This guy has
Osimhen's
not really played at all this season.
Who?
What other
Osimhen,
Osimhen?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
He
he's
hasn't
not
really
really he's not
Yeah.
really been playing all like that. So I'm saying, like, in a season where he hasn't been played, name another Premier League club that would go there shamelessly and
I
spend
mean,
100 million. Yeah,
but I mean, Tony hasn't
Chelsea.
been playing. Tony hasn't
No,
been
but
playing.
like, but
Have you
Tony,
have you talked?
But Tony's not
okay,
injured,
yes,
though. That's
there,
the thing.
there's a
there are
proven track
levels
record
though.
there.
Yeah,
There's a proven track record.
I don't understand. But at the same time, you're saying like, okay, there are levels, right? Osimhen, yes, he had a great season. They were talking a 150 at a certain point for his price tag. His price tag would still probably be around the 100 million price
For
tag
sure.
area, right? Brentford's talking 80 mil for Tony. Literally,
Yeah.
they're talking 80, 90 mil for Tony. So if we're good, like, yes, I would love to go splash the cash, but like it doesn't. I don't think it matters on like what team is gonna go for Tony, like what team shamelessly, because I feel like we're gonna go for Tony, and he hasn't played for a minute. And if we go for Osimhen, he hasn't really played for a while. And I'm saying we're linked to Vlahovic again. I don't want that guy. Like, I personally, I'm good. I'm good on Vlahovic. I'm good on him. We're linked again. I'm serious, and I can see I can honestly see a Partey swapping some cash. Like, I can see it. I can honestly see that. But I'm still I have on red today for my team, but also because Tony knows where his heart's at, man. It's with us.
Yeah.
We're with the right Reds over here, bro. And
Tony, I'd feel a lot better about spending 80 million on Tony than spending 100 plus million on Victor Osimhen. 100%.
I mean, I personally, I feel like I would too, because I mean, I feel like Osimhen is the better player, but I feel like, bro, I'm good with Tony, man. I'm cool with Tony. I know that will propel us to where we need to be as a club. And if my wish is granted, if my wish is granted, I won't have anything else to say. I swear, I really won't have anything else to say. My front three will be fine. I'll be totally happy with my front three. I'm fine with my back line. My midfield is like kind of the only other thing that I want another player too, but my starting midfield is fine. Well, without Partey, unfortunately, but my midfield is still fine. So I'm not tripping, man. I just want a striker, bro. This match at the end of the day proved to me that once again, we need a striker, bro. Someone just between the goalposts 24/7. We need that. We just need it.
And that Ryan's your number one. But we can move on.
Yeah, man.
Champions League is back. You guys want to go around the table? Just go through the games real quick.
Yeah.
See who's playing. Just give you guys a quick
You could just
little preview. So
yeah.
we got Lazio, Celtic tomorrow.
I think Lazio's going to win that. Got Lazio.
Lazio second in the group. Celtic last. Shakhtar Donetsk and Antwerp.
I'm not going to lie, I got Antwerp, bro.
Yeah, shout out. I got one of my good friends from college is from Antwerp, so I'm gonna rock with Antwerp. Shout out Dion. Damn, I just lost it. Antwerp, yep. Milan, Dortmund.
Milan.
Who's at home? Milan?
Cornelius.
I actually like watching Milan a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
At the San Siro.
Yeah, Milan at home.
Pulisic is back too. It should be fine.
Hey, that's the
Should be able
most
to take care
interesting
of
group.
business.
That group there. I mean, we knew from the jump that was going to be the most interesting group, but
No, this United group is interesting too.
it is. But that's because of the United States.
Real tough.
Feyenoord and Atletico.
Atletico, man. Atletico is pretty good. Yeah.
They've quietly been having a season.
Yeah.
You skipped over Barca, Porto.
Oh no, I'm getting there.
Okay.
We can do Barca Porto.
I got Barca.
I got Barca as well, but tough loss for them. Gavi out for the season. ACL.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that they lost him. Real Madrid lost Vinicius and Rodrigo, I think, or Rodrigo to another. But anyway, FIFA has to pay the clubs like X amount of money, like a few million, for them getting hurt on international duty. I think that's crazy.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I mean,
because you got.
No, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
Because some of these international breaks are useless.
Yeah, honestly, no, truly, shout out, shout out Troops, because Troops actually talked about that like on an Instagram post. I saw him post the other day. He was like, they keep taking like football away. It's like we've had 3 international breaks and we're 13 matches in. Think about it. We've had 3 international breaks on top of Champions League, and we're 13 weeks into the season. That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Crazy. It's a lot of. Do we usually have 3 international breaks like this? This is my first time I can remember, at least. It's been this crazy. So, that's a great point, Mike.
It's not even like new guys are even getting like caps either. It's like the same people going after and then it's just like they're all checked out because they're all like, well, this game is just pointless. Like we had to go back and PSG Newcastle.
And not it's just to end it. It's just unfortunate because a lot of these same guys are the guys we want to see play on the international or on the club level.
Yeah,
and we've been talking about how injuries been plaguing the last 2-3 years, especially with the World Cup. So it's just tough. I actually did like that rule. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like actually reward the players that are like actually doing well for their clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be like, if you're playing well, like we might get that call up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just now it's just like, well, like if I played for England, like I wouldn't even check my phone. Like there's no point. Like if I score 5 goals or 500, like Jack Grealish is going. So So I mean,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but yeah, PSG Newcastle. I think PSG is gonna rock them now.
I mean,
With all
that's what
these
we said
injuries.
the first game.
Nah,
Saying-
these guys are light. They're light in the back. They're very light in the back.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna run it up on them this
Oh,
time,
yeah.
but
Mbappe.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Newcastle coming off a big win.
Hey, so
They really only need they really only need to draw.
Yeah,
For real.
we're gonna introduce a new thing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, this will kind of lead to a betting sponsor partnership. We're all gonna toss in a lock of the week. My lock of the week, I'm gonna say it right now, is PSG will beat Newcastle 100%. 100%. I
money
am
line,
with you.
PSG money line.
I don't know what the money line is. It may be a lot. I would even go -1. I think that they can beat them by 2 for sure.
I mean, right now
Take
on
PSG.
Bet 365, the line is -166. We don't got no sponsorship.
-1, -166.
Yeah.
That's it? No, that's too light. It's too light. It's too light. 166? What? Hold up. No, you got to throw that up into the 200s, man. Make me win by 2. No. That's no. I'm telling you right now.
Minus
PSG.
166.
I'm about to write it down. I am about to write it down right here. PSG versus Newcastle. Okay. And then the good games are on Wednesday.
It's
Yeah,
the lock of the week.
No, I swear, bro. Just wait.
We got City against Leipzig. Did we talk about that? I don't know if we did. That's also
I
on
got-
Tuesday.
I got City.
I got City.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's
at the empty head. Yeah, it's not gonna be close.
at the empty head.
T-hat.
Oh, what is it? It's
No young
Vardial comeback.
It's his whole team. Yeah.
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 What about no young boys love? I know they slapped you up that one year, but I don't know you're gonna stay there long.
Okay, Gabriel. If you can pronounce the team that they play, then you can talk. You can talk about it. This is no disrespect. This is no disrespect to those people.
No, it's no
Venya,
disrespect.
Zinvenza.
Yeah. Hey, listen, FK CZ. Listen, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but bro, you gotta give them respect. We're talking about every team. They're Serbian. You know, I got some Serbian homies.
Yeah.
No, I got some
young
Serbian
boys in that
homies
match.
too, for sure.
I got
like
young
the
boys in that
Dante.
match though. That's crazy. I got young boys in that match though. I do have young boys.
Okay. Shout out to my Serbians. I'm not against anybody. Wednesday, the big one though. The big one.
Ding.
You know what I'm saying? In Turkey. Like this is such a tough game for us, bro, because it's like Turkey, I can imagine. Like we're not even on Wednesday yet. I can already imagine what that stadium is gonna look like.
Yeah.
The flare, bro, the flares are gonna be going. You know, our players, very spineless. They're so scared. So scared. I swear, bro, you already know. So scared. So terrified. Nah, but I think in all seriousness though, I think we'll be able to beat Galatasaray.
He doesn't even believe it.
He doesn't.
No. I'm serious.
Bro,
Are you?
4 matches in, you are sitting on
Listen.
3 points. Galatasaray and the FC Copenhagen sitting off 4 points. You are
So
so
it's a
blessed.
must win. It's a must
You are
win.
so blessed.
It's a
Because
must
in no
win.
world should y'all still be in.
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly,
like for
I would
me,
love to see it, but I don't know. Not in Turkey.
in all seriousness, like this is the must-win game. Obviously, the game against Bayern is going to be tough, but you know, this is the game where we really have to win this, because
there's no.
if we don't win this, then to be honest
That's
with
it.
you, yeah, like the Bayern game is kind of chalked at that point. And
I'll tell you right now, ain't gonna be no draw. Ain't no draw happening.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be a win or a loss.
No, Rasmus wasn't in the team, so I think that again we're preparing for the Champions League. A lot of the guys got pulled. A lot of the guys that he plans on playing that didn't need to be left in for form were taken off, so that was good. Varane hopefully can come in and play. I know that Lindelof and Maguire. He really likes Maguire right now, the manager. So that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting, man.
Honestly,
I don't.
what's not to like right now, at least?
Yeah, no. I just when I look at the partnership though, I just again like we need real men in there, like in Turkey. So I think someone like Lindelof away from home, like he's gonna get eaten up. That's what we call a lick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's guys like him, guys like, Delo. Shout out to Delo for the assist over the weekend. But we just got to make sure that these guys are switched on. But I think that we'll get a point, 3 points versus Galatasaray. And other than that, I'm trying to see everybody.
This might be my for sure lock.
Arsenal.
Galatasaray over here.
Oh yeah, Mike, go ahead.
That's wild.
Mike's lock of the week. Mike's lock of the week is
that's my lock of the week. Galatasaray beating United.
Really?
Oh, beating United? Not even like win or draw, just like they're gonna beat us.
I just don't see how you guys get out of there with a win.
Okay.
I just don't know.
I'm about to write it down. Mike.
You guys fall apart so easily. I feel like going into an atmosphere like that, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't see Chelsea winning at Galatasaray right now. I just can't.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough.
I feel like some of these places when you play, you just have to be like emotionally mature a little bit to be able to not let the atmosphere, affect you. But I don't know. I don't think you guys are that team this year.
Yeah, we're going to post these predictions too on the page.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. We're definitely going to have a running tally off of everybody's accuracy. But as far as Champions League goes, I mean, those are the big games. I mean, you have Real Madrid, Napoli. I'm sorry, Arsenal and Lens. How could I be so?
Hey, it's a get back for us.
Yeah, that's
I was going to say that's my lock of the week, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really?
This is not even like me. Well, Curtis, you can have that one. I have another one.
I was going to say, I mean, we could go.
No, Curtis, you good. You good. We're gonna have 4 different, just in case they want to parlay them. Just in case they want to parlay.
It's crazy because I was going to say exactly what you said. This is a get back match, and they're already in great form. In Champions League, they're in great form as well. So at home, I think their fans are going to be up for this match. It's going to be rocking there at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at the Emirates. So you can't just take them. You can't take them to just win. Then you gotta throw a number on there too.
We're at
-1.
Yeah, I personally think we're gonna win by over 2 goals. The money line's at -300 right now.
Yeah, you can't just say that.
I personally think that we will definitely
you could take a -1 for sure. Let me see what the
what would you do? Are you taking a -1 or -1.5?
I mean, I personally would say I would take the higher line. I'm -1.5. To be risky, I would take a -2, but -1.5 for sure. Like, it also depends on what lineup we put out. But no,
I'm checking to see what it is right now. Hold on.
This is a true get back game for us. Like, what they did to us in Lens was bad. And the crowd was crazy, and we're not going to forget that. Like, there's no way that Champions League, bro. Listen.
So -1.5 is +100 right now.
-1.5.
-1.5 would be +100.
Even
I would
odds.
take that.
Okay. -1.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was there. I was at what's it called? I was in London during a Champions League match, bro. Champions League in London is not taken lightly. I'm telling you right now, it is missed. It is missed dearly, and it is not taken lightly anymore. The years of us just like, we're just making Champions League. Like, after starving for 7-8 years, nah, it's about to be proper.
Tell Yasser that.
So
Yasser doesn't value the Champions League.
Don't talk
No,
about
I
Chelsea.
mean, no. I'm just saying. Can you imagine the? No, I love him to death. I've
No, I'm playing
never,
with
I've never came across someone who just says, "I don't really act like Champions League." You know?
yeah, that's him. But I think we'll win. I think we'll make the group interesting too. Because I personally think that Sofia is going to get a win at PSV, so then that'll make everyone even on 5 points, and then it's going to be a fun Group B. So yeah, I think we'll get it up. We'll get it up.
All right. Well, Premier League predictions.
Man,
Uh,
we're
I'm
at
calling it right
Brighton.
now. GRG.
Oh, Cornelius,
Wow.
you are just
Brighton.
on a roll. Brighton, huh?
Yeah,
GRG.
2-1. I'll say
GRG.
2-1.
I think you guys beat them in Carabao Cup earlier this
We
year.
did.
Yeah, we did.
knocked them out about a month ago.
Okay. Is that? Well, now Cornelius's lock was Arsenal versus Lens. Okay. Mike, what'd you say?
I said 2-1
Oh,
Chelsea on that one.
So the lot could be any game for the upcoming weekend.
It could be any game.
Okay, bet. I thought we were just doing Champions League, but no, I'll keep
No.
my Arsenal though.
Okay. You can have two if you want.
No, I'm good on it. We can do it one a week.
But yeah, Arsenal. Who do y'all play?
Arsenal Wolves. We're at home all week actually this week, which is nice. Guys can rest a little bit. So yeah, Arsenal Wolves. I expect to get a W. Wolves have been playing pretty decent recently. I mean, I know they lost today, but I expect a W.
And then after Galatasaray in Turkey, we'll go to St. James's Park. So
From frying pan to fire. Oh man, you're hungry.
yeah.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine my players just looking around like, oh my God, guys, this is in Manchester.
Yeah.
No, I think because they have a lot of players out, a few players out. I think we'll be able to get a point there. I think we'll get a point there. I'm expecting 4 points on the week, to be very honest with you.
4 points. Where's the other 3 coming from?
From Turkey. In Turkey. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get 3 points in Turkey, and then go from there. But yeah, it's gonna be a doozy.
I'll give you guys my lock of the week. It is not a Champions League match. But I will go to. Excuse me. It's this Sunday. Bundesliga, Leverkusen versus Dortmund. I think Dortmund's gonna have a tough week. I think they're gonna take an L.
Okay.
That's my lock of the week. They're at -137. A little bit of a high risk play, but I think they'll get that dub. Leverkusen at home.
I'm telling y'all, watch them play, man. Leverkusen, Xavi Alonso got them looking just silky. Just the way they move the ball.
Yeah.
The way they're scoring their goals, everything looks smooth.
I think he's the next one up, man. Like when it comes to like these like new managers, like I think he's the one that's like really he I think is gonna take that Real Madrid job, and then it's gonna go that Xavi versus Xavi Alonso Classicos. I can see those being
that'll be proper.
Yeah.
He's linked to Bayern too, but I agree with you. I would take the Real Madrid job.
I mean, who wouldn't want to live in Madrid? But then also, I mean, you have the Madrid Barca beef. I mean, they don't have beef. They play on the Spanish national team.
But
that's why I feel like it'd be proper.
Yeah, it'll be proper again. You know, it's gonna be proper. So,
Good, man. Well, yeah, we'll record these, and then post them. See what you guys think. Do you guys have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yeah.
Shout out Aaron Ramsdale. Love you, bro.
Just giving support. Okay.
He got a clean sheet this week. Man. Can't even hate.
No, I have a shout out. It's not a soccer shout out, but shout out LeBron Raymond James, man. His museum just opened up in Akron this past weekend.
Oh no way.
Yeah, it's a museum commemorating him. He was actually back. He showed the whole Lakers team the museum, so they saw it, I believe, either on Thursday or Friday. It just opened
nice.
this past weekend. So if you're in the greater Cleveland area, if you're in
Oh,
Akron,
wow. I'll have to go check it out.
yeah, definitely check it out. It just opened this past weekend, so I'm sure it'll be pretty busy these first couple of weeks, but it's open and running now. So
Yeah, my shout out, very simple. Just two guys. Alejandro Garnacho, amazing goal, and Kobe Mano, amazing performance.
Yeah.
Mike,
That was
no shout
impressive.
outs.
Oh, shout out Kai. Oh, hold on. Shout out Kai Havertz too, man. Needed the goal. Super sub. Love it. Gotta give a shout out to my guy.
It's so cute watching Arsenal
Yeah.
fans with this Kai
Shout out
Havertz
Kai
thing.
Havertz. Hey,
I'm
listen,
like,
just shout him
Cornelius,
out.
you
Hey,
remember when we were there?
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
cool, man. Just
He said,
It's just
watch
like,
what he
man.
does the next game, the next 3 games. Go ahead.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
The
not even
next
gonna
3
say
games.
much. I'm just saying I'm happy about the goal this past weekend. That's all I'm happy about.
Yeah, man. Shout out Ronaldo, man. It's killing it in the Saudi League, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the goals are still flowing.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it. He got this guy's sitting second on the table,
Yep.
leading goal scorer. Yeah,
Bro, his
I
anytime goal
can't
score,
hits every time.
it's ridiculous now, bro. It's like minus 300. It's just
Yeah.
not even like, bro, in the
Yeah,
beginning,
what?
it was easy. It was like minus 120, 130. I was like,
oh, that's free.
yeah, bro. They give him the ball. Yeah, they just get out the way. And like now, yeah, man, they're gonna be a fun team. That league, I don't know if you guys watch them at all, but
Sometimes.
at least the guys with like the top teams, like their highlights are pretty good. Like
it's very interesting. I know.
Yeah,
but I want to shout out Columbus Crew making it to
yeah.
the Eastern Conference Finals. You know,
Mike, hold on. Let's give a proper.
Here, I knew it was coming, right?
Let's do it.
Already
This is the final one. This will definitely be a segment for next Saturday. Hopefully, I get to watch it with you right here next to me. But hell is real,
man.
FC Cincinnati have made it along with Columbus Crew into the Eastern Conference Finals. Hell is real is the name of the what is it? The Derby,
The rivalry,
the rivalry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a random sign on 71. I just felt, I don't know, bro. I just felt like it could have been a lot better.
I know.
Hell is real, but in all honesty, all biases aside, I think that FC Cincinnati has been the best team in the league all year, and I think that this weekend against Columbus, we'll show that. Man, we'll show who the best team in Ohio is. I got FCC winning 3-1.
Oh God. I mean, the way Columbus Crew have played in this playoffs, I mean, we've been unpredictable. Except for that Atlanta game in Atlanta, I feel like we've had a good playoffs. I would say it goes into PKs. You know, Crew win on PKs.
Our keeper's better than yours. Our keeper's way better than yours.
I mean, you guys clearly
chance-
have the better team, but I think we can hang.
If we can get Nwodibo back, Nwodibo, that's my man. Yeah, but he's good. He plays.
What was it? What was the guy that got the MVP of this season? What's his name? Acosta.
Luciano Acosta. Yeah.
I think he got the MVP for the season. FC Cincinnati. You guys have been the best team. I'll give you that. But
there's
going to be you guys this season.
No, for sure.
Forget that.
For sure. I think there's going to be a lot of guys that get poached from this team for next year, but should be a good game. Drop your comments. Hell is real. All right. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. And as always, good luck to you and your